sound check, make sure everything is working. Yeah, we've got music, we've got voice, we've got me, which is good. We've got a map, which is even better. We've got a pen, we've got the gloves. And we are on episode 19 of the Castle Keeper's Guide for Trollord Games. This is a series of 12 maps. We could be drawing them all individually, but we decided just to go in, why the hell not, and draw them all on one canvas. We are going from a thorp to a hamlet to a village to a metropolis with everything in between. We're going from a tower, Motte and Bailey, through to a greater castle with everything in between. So 12 maps in all. We're doing them on one canvas because it's kind of sexy. It's kind of sexy looking. And I got a new machine. I wanted to see if I could push it. And what a poster. Mwah, it will be. We are currently working on the block. It's a tower. And the block is a particular design of a tower. And we are currently adding details. We're kind of going from the ground floor. We're coming up. And I chose to draw bricks to begin with. And I'm going to stick with the bricks for a while as we're warming up. Then we're going to start doing some cattle pens and things like that. That's kind of the objective for tonight. Maybe we'll hit the second floor. We'll see how this goes. We're close now. We're really close on this one, I feel. I think it's looking pretty good. As a cutaway, my first cutaway I've ever done in my life. And the idea came from you guys and girls. So I want to give a shout out to my Twitch subscribers, my Patreon supporters, because honestly it's through you that you encourage me, you inspire me, you fuel me, and you make this channel better. Every dime that you give goes straight back in the channel, every single one. And so thank you for doing that. And this is going to be my turn to start giving back to you in spades. I've hired a social media guy, literally, and we're going to start just heaping on the rewards for you, okay? And it starts with a Discord channel next week, which is only days away now. We're going to have so much fun. But it's more than just Discord, okay? There's going to be gifts and things, got maps, new style of maps, all for you. So thank you. Let's jump in, shall we? Wargaming Recon. You don't want Wargaming? Honest to God, man, I want to hug you. You know when people come into the chat and they go first, and it's like they're on YouTube or wherever, and it's annoying as hell every time, right? That's the first time I've actually got a chuckle out of one. And I think that's the first time in a year and a half that someone's done first in my channel. So congratulations. I think we need to get a special badge for you on that. How you doing, my friend? It's Friday Eve. It is literally, we are on the cusp of the weekend. And it is sweet. I can feel it washing over me like the waves of joy. I am ready. I am ready for the weekend. It's been a long week for me. I don't know about you. Anyway, I feel like my perspective lines on this side were off, weren't they? So let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these and let's redraw them, okay? And we're going to do brick. We're going to draw bricks up the inside of these shafts here. And we're going to do brick up the other side as well. I'm trying to think of the best way of doing this that isn't going to be as monotonous as hell. It's a little bit like when I did the perspective lines here. I had to like move the line. And this is going to be kind of more of the same. So I'm trying to figure out the best way. Maybe if we just did key points and then I can eyeball it in between. Maybe I can get away with that. You were off from work today. That's nice. Just came from the Dwarven Forge hobby stream. Very cool. Dwarven Forge, cool people. Doing a couple of videos of your own and a painting collab with Dwarven Forge. You're doing a painting collaboration with Dwarven Forge? Can you elaborate upon that? Is there anything you can say that isn't NDA? I'm feeling chill. Wargaming, you're going a long way towards that, so thank you. Alright, so let's get our little ellipse here. kind of dialed in. It's not going to be a whole stream of this, I promise you. I promise. But once we've got it, it will help us, I think. Alright, so something like that. That's our core one, and like, so we've got the floor back there, and so that's our angle then that we need to give a shit about, right? So if I now, oops, we save this, and then we do a little, just a gentle stroke on that. There we go. I'll move that so you can see. There's our line. Wait. Oh, I guess it grabbed everything, so I'm going to move that back in a second. But you can see we've got a nice little stroke going around the outside edge there. Alright, let's put that back. So, can I, without moving, I don't want to move that. I literally don't want to move that. So let's do this. This will allow us to do this. Now we've got to actually then make this smaller, and I'm gonna give myself one more line here. See, we already did it on this side, and that side's perfect. I didn't do one on this side. I think that's close enough. Good enough. Okay, we're gonna come up here to something around here. Now the question, what I should be doing is I should be making this circle smaller. But I don't know if it really affects the angle of these bricks to that extent. So I think I'm gonna try without it. We're gonna try without it. I think I can eyeball in between them, so I'm not gonna get too hung up. Just a little bit more. And then I think right, that should do it. That should give me enough to go off here. And what I'm gonna do, so I don't get confused, is I'm gonna clean up these lines, because then I'll know which ones I'm following. Yeah, that's fine. The music feels softer today. Feels quieter. I'm going to assume that it's okay for you guys and girls. Okay. And this is good. We can get rid of you. We are all set with them. Thank you very much. You worked out very well. And we're good here. Let's see if we can get some brick done. And let's see if it doesn't take all day. I think we can merge this in with this now, because I'm happy with it. Let's get on our bricks. And we're going to want a little bit of a smaller brush. Okay, so brick time. So I actually think that this line here is off. and that it should be more. My little knuckle clicked on as I was drawing it. Come on, baby. Rotate. There we go. Can't get this bloody thing. Hold on a sec. Close enough. Close enough. Okay, brickwork. Let's start on this side. Hey, Alex Vixen, really good to see you, my friend. Happy Friday Eve to you. I decided what I would do tonight is, oh, I'm drawing the bricks in black. That's wrong. And I'm drawing them in the ink layer. That's doubly wrong. Yeah, so I figured I would actually get the brickwork done here. On the inside of the walls. I think it will help emphasize the cutaways. So I'm going to go up, right down through the centre here. Up, right down through the centre. That was English. It was English. There were words. You could string them together. And let's just make our perspective a little bit transparent. A little darker, I think. Just a tad darker. Hey, Marlins Girl is here. It is indeed Thursday. It is a great day. We are hacking our way to the weekend. Just get rid of... Oh, I'm drawing this on the bloody perspective now. What am I doing wrong here? Why do I keep doing this? OMG. Alright, well, let's draw back over it. OMG. I wonder if it was looking a little faint. I'm gonna blame my day job for frying my brain. I'm still unwinding. Alright, let's get rid of all of this. We're gonna clean up those steps too. We're definitely gonna clean up. I just want to stay on bricks for a moment. Yeah, no worries, Wargaming, no worries. Alex Vixen, I might have asked you this before, but where are you located in the world? Alright, so we'll come back to the steps. Let's hit this side up a little bit. Come on. Come on. Scotland. Did I know that? Did I know that? If you told me before, my apologies for forgetting. Scotland is a cool place. Scotland is a cool place. My mum and dad lived up near Aberdeen. Aberdeen? Edinburgh. I'm a dope. Inverness. They lived up near Inverness for a while, but they were out. They had a croft cottage out in the countryside. They lived there for a few years. My sister lived in Inverness itself. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. It's actually wargaming. It is insanely beautiful. One of the highlights of my life was actually taking an overnight train. England's not that big. You don't have to go overnight, but I took an overnight sleeper up to Scotland and waking up as we were scudding across the Highlands in this train, and that was magical. That was magical. That was like, you know, being on the Orient Express or something, but like the Scottish version. It was so good. And I have never ever met an American that's gone to the British Isles and not fallen in love with Scotland. Scotland has this incredible ambience to it. So it's a wonderful location in the world. It really, truly is. And they don't seem to be as weird as English politicians and stuff. They seem to have their heads screwed on a little bit straighter, you know? Now, Alex Vixen may well disagree with me on that because she lives there, and I don't. But it's always freaking English you get in the news for being right idiots, you know, muppets. You don't hear Scottish MPs doing the stupid shit that the English ones do. Oh, you're pretty close to Inverness? Well, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Now, at least back then, the locals to Inverness, it was 50-50 if they were actually going to have a go at my mum and dad. Because Scotland holds on to like the grudges of 600 years ago pretty firmly. So there were downsides. And the further north that they went, because they actually considered buying an old lighthouse out to live up on the most northern tip of Scotland. It was ridiculous. I'm glad they didn't do it. But it was one of those things where they definitely were reminded of their heritage, shall I say. I don't think Scotland gets enough international love. There was actually, it was not that long ago, I decided I didn't know enough about English history. So, I went off and got myself a book, the entire English history, like, I want to say from the Dark Ages onwards. The English were a little bit of a dick, you know. That's what I'm just gonna say. I mean, we were tosspots. I'm not gonna flower coat it. And the history of England and Scotland is certainly colourful, and I'm just gonna say that I kind of understand why the Scottish were a little bit pissed at the English. Fascinating history, though. Oh, that's looking nice. And I'm actually on the right layer for once. That's looking pretty good. That's looking nice. And I think what we should do too with these ground areas is like give them a little bit of texture or something. Otherwise, we might think that they're part of the cutaway. Got ya, Alex. Gotcha. Well, Alex Vixen, you're up a little late then, aren't you? What is it? It's early in the morning over there, girl. It's like, what, 3 o'clock in the morning? 2 o'clock in the morning or something for you right now? Hi, Noble. How are you? That was funny though. Seriously, it's like so I think most people know that I've got a passion for history, like quite a bit. I love history. Even eras or locations in the world that really aren't my shtick. I still love knowing about history of man. You know, our countries, the politics, the highs and the lows. You learn a lot about it. You learn a lot of humankind and countrykind. You know. And I gotta be honest with you, like, we never really did much English history or even world history when I was at school. We did American Indians and the history of the British canal system. There's a doozy. And so, I got to this point in life, and I'm no spring chicken. And I honestly started to ask myself, I don't know much about my own history. I know more about Roman history than I do about English history, or I'm going to say British history. And it's like, why do people hate us so much? Or really, this was mainly in connection with the Irish, I'll be honest. Well, I read about the English Civil Wars because I didn't really know much about them. And then I started getting onto broader British politics and history in general. And it's an eye-opener. It is really an eye-opener, the shit that the British have done in the past. That's looking pretty good. I think that's looking pretty damn good. I tell you what, the whole thing with the royal family and Harry and stuff, that blows my mind. That seriously blows my cocking, picking mind. I never used to consider myself to be a royalist when I was back home. And it was only really when I left, so I could start seeing the royal family through the lens of the rest of the world, that I started saying, you know what, the royal family is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's just a concept. I mean, it's a tourist attraction, but it's cool. And I think maybe that's partly my love for history that's coming out, right? But the whole concept of one of the royal family saying, kind of done. I'm just gonna step out. It's like, what? Just what? I mean, we have abdications and stuff. I mean, okay, but I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime. All right, that's good. I think let's get rid of our perspectives on this side. Let's do a little bit of cleanup of our ink because that's pretty. All right, which one of you assholes did that? Oh, I just jumped out of my freaking skin. Who did that? Martin Skill. You freaking killed me. You are gonna see me have a heart attack on Twitch one day. That just made me jump out of my skin. Oh my giddy aunt. Alright, we're gonna hit save. I put my life on the line for that save. What I will say about the old school British, the current Queen, is if you are gonna be in such a position, rightly or wrongly, regarding the royal family existing, what level? What? Oh, I put them on this level. Then I think you with that comes responsibility, right? And I will say the Queen acts in a very regal manner. You can't knock her for that. And now it may be that she's got a stick up her ass, and maybe all royalty has a stick up her ass. But that's how it should be. That's how it should be. And just to see someone walk away like that, But there were potential sort of circumstances around it that certainly have me rubbing my chin going, It's like, you know, the British are meant to have this stiff upper lip, right? They're meant to be able to endure great hardship and suffering, and do so without complaint. And everything I see coming out of that country right now is like the opposite. And it disappoints me, because I'm a little old school myself. I'm a big believer in the British stiff upper lip. My great-grandfather, who I actually knew, I grew up with him, you know, he was that. He was definitely cut from that cloth. And I inherited a lot of that. You don't hear me bitching about much at all. And you don't see me walking away either, certainly from a fight. Really intended to get into cleaning up the stairs, but if I'm going to start drawing bricks around these things, I think we need to have them a little bit more under control. That's already looking a little better. Yes, it is. Nice. Very... Oh, yes. Oh, I say, sir, I do declare, if that is not looking like a little slice of pure sex. I do like it. It's tickling my giblets. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'm happy with this. I'm so happy with this. I'm so glad that you guys and girls, like, got me to do this. I never, ever, ever would have trod into these waters. Like, ever. Noble Dwarf, I think if you're one of a literal handful of people in history, you have a responsibility to the kings and the queens who built the empire. Yes, right. We were talking about history. We were talking about reading history, understanding history. If you are of that level, you are part of history. You are literally part of history. You are part of that lineage. And that's what you're going to do with it? Plus, I honestly, I thought both boys, both brothers, both of the princes, I suppose I should say, were just cut from sterner stuff. I thought both of them were. So to see him, like, do that, I was like, oh, what? What? That's not regal. Hey, GL! Love you, man. Glad you're here. Hey, David, be blast. Don't tell me I'm working on the wrong layer. I'm not working on the wrong layer. I was working on the wrong layer before. If you were not in the chat before, I worked on the wrong layer, not once, but twice. I was like, oh shit, I'm working on the wrong layer. Draw, 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 draw. Shit, I'm working on the other wrong layer. So I know that feels. I know that feels. Back onto the steps. Actually, let's not do that because my lines start getting all funny. So let's stay like this. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me today, by the way. I really do appreciate it. It's like hanging out with friends. It gives me energy, it gives me a little bit of pep. Clears my brain. That's you. GL fell asleep after saying hello. Hey man, I'm not gonna knock you for that. I am not gonna knock you for that. I have fallen asleep now so many times in front of a film that I have just lost count. Now, it's been a while since I've fallen asleep at my keyboard, but I normally admit that I'm tired and I back off to bed. There's a bot. Okay, let's get the bot. There we go. And... okay, so if the band... so you can't actually purge their thing. Can't I delete that post? Oh well. But thanks for the spammer. Warning me about the spammer. Alright, Alex Vixen, don't abuse the power. If you don't want the power, that's all good. You can unmod yourself, or maybe I can unmod you. But you're here so much. Maybe you can help me out. Oh, actually, Noble Dwarf, while we've got some people in the channel. Share your latest Orpheric. Oh, you used to be his mod? Really? What happened? Anyway, you're here just... if you see bad things going on, jump on it. I can always unmod you, but even if it's just for tonight. We don't get too many bots, but we might start seeing a small increase because we are getting a stronger social media presence. And the bots will probably start picking up on that. I think this is looking freaking sexy AF. I am so happy with how this is turning out. So not my wheelhouse. Well, Alex Vixen, you'll be able to go back in with your head held high and say, see, I can be a mod. Alyssa made me a mod. And then when he comes into my channel, you can ban him. Or give him a timeout. I don't mind. Hell to the yes. Hell to the yes. I am okay with how this is shaping up. I think we can move ourselves onto the first floor here. I think we're ready. Alright everyone, check this out. Check this out from Noble Dwarf. Don't tell me that you don't want one of them. Come on. Dandy Claws. Look at this guy. Look. Oh my god, I'm dying. Look at these guys with the little hats on. Are you kidding me right now? I'm dying. I'm literally dying. I'm cracking up. It's the little Santa hats. Are you kidding me? Go and buy one. nobledwarf.com/dandy-claws. There's the URL. You gotta buy it. Dandy-claws. It was painted well, wasn't it? It captured so much personality in those eyes. A little tiny hat. Oh my god, my little heart is breaking. How freaking cute. I'm not sure, by the way, if I said this on last night's stream, but I actually think the angle of this wall is wrong. I think I actually thought it after the stream. I actually think that it should be more... Well, maybe not quite as ridiculous as that, but more of a right angle type of thing. So a little bit more like that, I feel. Now they probably just have wicker fences, don't they? Or they would just be wood, simple wood paddock type of thing. Nothing too crazy in design. Thank you, Wargaming Weekend. Yes, we do indeed have an entire collection of my artwork also on Noble Dwarf. This is a relationship that we have. They're good friends and they carry gorgeous canvas maps. My entire collection is up here for the most part, and we will be doing more and more and more. And you're actually going to be able to get cups and everything here shortly too, by the way. They sent me a microwavable friendly cup, and it's honestly one of the best cups I've got. It's perfect. It's the right size, it's the right thickness, and it's got one of my prints on the side of it, and it's gorgeous. So we're going to be doing a lot more talking about products here in the future. Maybe buy a printed map on canvas for one of your loved ones, or a cup. GL sent me a Facebook message. Oh, okay. GL has been working on the Buried Temple map. Okay, let's take a look. That's one thing that I like about the channel, by the way, when we're all just hanging, we're chilling. It's not just about me fighting about with bricks. It's like you're creating things too. So GL has created a Buried Temple map. I do not see a Facebook message from you. Like, at all. That's weird. Alright, well, I'll check that later. I don't see it. I'll leave the browser up and I'll see if it comes through. Or did you do the Alyssa Faden? I bet you did the Alyssa Faden channel. Hold on, folks. Hold on. I bet you sent it to the wrong Alyssa Faden. Yeah, look, there's one inbox. What do you mean it says I'm not available? No, I got it. No, I have auto response set up now. So if I'm not on Facebook, it will actually send you a message saying, hey, thanks, I'm not around right now. That improves your response rate. I got Pex did that for me. Alright, so this is the underground map that our very own Green Loontoon has been working on. A little bit compressed, obviously, because he sent it on Facebook, and Facebook loves compressing the shit out of it. I love this, man. I love it. I love it. This is old school style here. I'm going to be doing some maps like this, except I'm going to do them like the cyan blue, the old school cyan blue. This is great. So I assume this is the entrance. Doop 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 doop. King 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 king. Choo 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 choo. Doop 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 doop. Yay! Uh-oh, back up. King 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 king. Wah. Ah. Wah. Wah. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like it. It has that real clean look to it that I think dungeons need. And it's easy to navigate. It looks interesting. And this coffins. Ah. This looks like it's maybe a broken room here. These look like they're pillars. This must be maybe some kind of statue or something. I bet it's like a ruined. Is it ruined underground place? I like it, man. I like it. It's quite good. Share the finished product when you're done with it. Wargaming Recon, want to hire me for a small map? You know where to find me, young man. I'm sure we could do something together. I am always booked out 6 months. At this point, I'm solidly booked out 6 months. But it's always possible to sneak a little thing in. As long as it's not crazy, let's talk. You know where to find me. It doesn't cost you anything right now to talk to me. Who knows? When my social media guy gets wind of this conversation, he may start charging just to talk to me. No, he won't. This is never going to happen. Yeah, I'd love to talk to you. Alright, so what are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with here? Oh, yeah, we were drawing. We were drawing. Well, that's my favorite type of client. The type of client that isn't in a hurry. Let's talk. Let's create some wonderful map goodness together. How fancy do I make this fence? Is it too fancy to do a crossbeam? Should I just make them like wicker? I feel like this type of design is a little bit more interesting to the eye. I kind of like that design. This feels almost too Roman, you know? Let's fill it with wicker. What book do you need by Christmas? What, the Castle Keeper's Guide by Christmas? What are we talking about here? Or the project that you're working on? Oh, that looks good. I'm okay with that. This is... this is giving me the warm and fuzzies. I'm loving this. It's like, after this, I'm just like... I don't know if we can top this, like, at all. On the brick layer, but let's just get rid of you like that. Alex Vixen reminds me of a fourth wall break my party did in an old AD&D campaign. Our DM was great. He treated his world as an open sandbox. That's nice. He let us explore everywhere. That's fantastic. Unfortunately, one expedition ended up with us going into an area he hadn't mapped out. Alright, that happens. So when we reached the unmapped area, our cleric asked what we saw. Our DM, you see a wide, white, flat field with blue lines forming perfect squares. Me as Squirrel, Halfling Road. Ah, crap. We found the edge of the map. Nice. Nice. That's kind of imaginative, though, of your GM to actually do that. I might redraw these, by the way. I kind of want them to look sturdier and also functional, like good thick beams. Get some iron rings and things like that on them. Hanging rope and stuff. These kind of look flimsy right now. But we'll kind of do it as we're moving up the map. Oh, come back here. Come back here. No wonder, Alex Fiction, you know all about the bloody blocks. No wonder. These are your people. Hey, Miss J, look. It looks better a little bit zoomed out. A little less rough. But, I think she's taking shape, girl. Good to see you. Happy Friday Eve. Jump out of my skin that time. And you're right, I should be saving it. Let's do it. I think maybe the gate. You know what? Maybe the gate could be a little bit fancier, because in that way it distinguishes the gate from the rest of the wall. I think that might be good. Nice. That's okay. That's okay. We'll do... That one's the gate. Princess Streger, subscribe for 11 months. Princess, thank you so much. Now being a subscriber is going to unlock even more rewards for you all. Not only are we going to have a nice little private Discord channel for us all to hang out on, and a lot of work was put into setting it up to make it a great home for us all. But it's going to be, you're going to start getting all of the rewards that the Patreons would also get you. So it's well worth being subscribed to me either on Patreon or here on Twitch. Every dime goes back into the channel. Just makes it better and better and better. One day we'll get puppets. And people who were not around for that one will go, what the fuck? Puppets? It's a thing, baby. We'll get them one day. Princess, I was wondering where you were at, because obviously you haven't been around, so I hope everything's okay in life. Alright, let's have a little bit of an experiment with this. And, yeah, let's do these two. I want to actually just try redrawing these. What level is that on? Like, look, what is that? How many layers have I got going here? So it's not on steps. It's not on ink. It's on brick. That's a brick, really? Alright, well, let's get rid of you. You don't look like a brick. We're getting rid of you. Right. So can someone tell me about this Prime Day? What is Prime Day? Is it just a way of Amazon getting people to spend money? I mean, what is it? Where do I want to bring this down to? Like, is this my back wall? Is that what we determined? Is that the back wall? How come I don't have a stroke for the back wall here? I feel like the back wall's about here. I've got plenty of circles going the other way. We did circles today, but I don't have one here. I mean, it's gotta be about here, right? It has to be. Screw it. That's close enough. I'm not gonna cry over that. It's close enough. Maybe this one needs to be further back. Maybe just a little bit further back on that. No, because it could be like this, like that. Yeah, so they're about right. Screw it. It's close enough. It's close enough. Let's clean this up a little bit here. Nice. Hit save. Wargame Recon, Dwarven Forge Kickstarter. Isn't that running right now? Or is it coming up? Oh, I thought they just did one and it made buco bucks. Oh, right. Okay, so then you can still get in on it using the pledge manager. Yeah. Okay. going to keep the layers separate for now, I think. Oh, you know what? Let's work on this guy. Princess Dragon spent $600 on movies and video games on Amazon Prime Day. I still want to know what Prime Day was. Is it like this massive savings day or something? Yeah, I got it. You didn't need to call out my name to tell me that. Okay, I got it. You can't do it now for like 20 minutes or something. Deep discounts on selected products. Many are for limited time and also for a limited number of orders. Okay. It's kind of genius marketing if they're getting people spending $600 just like that. I mean, and then they've also done the whole Christmas catalogue thing, which is like the old Argus catalogue in England. We received ours in the mail yesterday. I mean, they're doing a big push. I'd never heard of it. Never heard of it. I'd never heard of it. But cool. Cool. I hope, Princess Strecker, you've got some awesome things. Spending money is fun. Spending money makes people happy. If you get things that you want out of it, then all power to you. I don't know how to draw a cow from the side. I do all my shit from above. How the hell do I draw a cow? I'm gonna get a picture of a cow. Hold on. It's okay having a nerd meter. It's okay having a nerd meter over 9,000 too. Alright. Guess you should keep this to a simple brown cow, huh? Maybe a cow lying down would be kind of cool. Alright, let's get inspiration from this. I don't even know how large a bloody cow should be compared to humans. But we'll give this a go. We'll give this a go. I'm going to do a cow laying down in this. In theory, anyway. Can I hide my brick for a moment? Would that be a better way of doing this? Alright, well, my cow's laying down, and I think proportionally it feels about right. And if we bring, like, the walls back, I think it would be kind of fun. I think that will do the trick. I think that will do the trick. I think that's about the right size, but honestly, I don't know. Wargaming Recon says large enough to milk. Thanks, man. That's really useful. I've never heard of cows being ridden into battle. Alright, so let me get this right. I have heard of cows being, like, driven forward to try and dissuade another side in battle. Never heard of them being ridden, though. In fact, this one's got little horns, so I guess it's not a cow. Thanks, baby. This thing is just gonna be wrong. It's just gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna keep forging ahead. I think this is approximately the right shape. Let's ink it. Let's ink it. Side comparison. Okay, that's actually pretty big. But yeah, same height as a human, as pointed out. I think this guy, when he stands up, would be about the same size as a human. His head is too freaking large. We're going to do something about that. I'm working off this guy, by the way. He looks like a surly little fucker, doesn't he? I have never, ever drawn a cow properly before, like ever. I can't even draw a freaking apple, you know what I'm saying, in art class? True. Let's do the ink layer. Let's hide the brick layer. How are we doing for time, by the way? Going for an hour and 16. We're good for a while. Let's see if we can get the entire ground floor done here. I thought you were doing your video editing tonight. You shouldn't need motivation for that. You told us you were doing your video editing tonight. Now you have to do your video editing tonight. It's not even optional, my friend. I actually kind of like the way that this cow is laying down. It's almost like a little kitty cat. Will we give it a little baby moo cow? Yeah, maybe. In the other stall, maybe. I think what we'll do is we'll get this little moo cow drawn in. Maybe we'll do one over here on the next stream. Because it certainly, we need something over here. This will be a good point, actually. Once we've cleaned up all of this, we'll make sure that it's sitting in front of the things that it's meant to be sitting in front of. This will be good progress for tonight. And actually, honestly, I'm really, really digging this map. Like, a huge amount. I know everything about it is kind of like not what I do, but I'm having so much fun with it. It's ridiculous. Even drawing a freaking cow. Yep, I got it saved. I literally just did it. Thank you for the reminder. It always pays to remind me to save my shit. I guess I didn't ever really look at a cow's nose before. I have literally never studied a cow's face this closely. Guess this will do. Looks a little bit dog-like, but alright. I mean, it's like, close enough for this evening. Close enough to this evening. Like anything else, I reserve the right to edit and redraw things, but close enough for now. They're constructing a building on Mars. I'll be honest with you, Miss J, I have no problem with cows at all. Like, I've seen that video where they release cows, you know, they take them from the slaughterhouse and they actually release them into a field. And to watch them dance and just be literally joyous, it's like, that video, I think, changed my perspective of cows quite a bit. It's like they just look like they're milling around dopey all of the time. It's like, nah, these are thinking, breathing creatures like the rest of us, you know. I'm okay with cows. I am fine with cows. I got no problem with them. Honestly, I probably have more of an affection for a cow than I do for a horse. I have literally never been a horse person. Like, who's doing this construction on Mars anyway? It's okay. That's okay. That worked out okay. It will be fine. Let's get rid of our perspective. That's fine. I mean, print size is about that. So it's like that, honestly, in a little book, is going to be so freaking squee-worthy. It's ridiculous. And honestly, that's probably still, that's a damn good sized poster too. But you could even get in like this close and it still looks good. I think this is going to be so beautiful, this map. So beautiful. I'm actually really looking forward to colouring this one. Like a huge amount. I want to colour this more than these guys. I just want to jump straight into colouring it. Wargame Recon will make sure you get hooked up, my friend. In fact, as a subscriber to the channel, you will get a digital copy of this, okay? Hey, Cave Geek! How have you been, Cave? What are you up to? Ah, the old Kickstarter, Flavor Text Kickstarter. Nice. Nice. Do you have a sense of when that's going to launch, my friend? Time check, Princess Strecker. It is 1:30 right now. We're an hour and a half into this. I'm going to finish the calf. And then I think we'll call this good. They don't have a step at the bottom. They need a step down here. I'll add that later. So yeah, we'll go for another 10 minutes or so, I think. Cave Geek, there was a level of thought that you could run a Kickstarter before the holiday period, because you can actually, even though you're not going to deliver for the holiday period, you can actually give out gift certificates, so to speak. So people could actually get the Kickstarter, get a gift certificate, and it's like, you know, I owe you one flavor text. And you can make it look like really super sexy and shit. And people could use that as their gifts. But like that train of thought was actually from several years ago too, which then obviously puts you over into spring next year. Well, you know, I mean, Cave, I gotta be honest with you, man. Everyone loves you. You've got a good following. Everyone, like, rallies to the primitive man's battle cry. When you launch, you know you're gonna have a lot of people throwing in on that. Regardless of the time of the year that you do it. No, you got this, my friend. You've got it. It's a really cool idea. And I have no doubt at all that if you can get the word out, it will fund and it'll do fine. For you, I think it's going to be a matter of getting the word out. That's it. That's it. I think it was Wargaming Recon that asked if we would be doing a calf. Well, here's your answer. Good enough, I think. Good enough for what we're doing here. Let's make sure we've got all of our perspectives cleaned up on this bottom level. I think we're in business. I think we're in business. I thought I might finish it tonight, but we have been laboring on some of these details and the bricks. We have 3 more floors to do, or 2.5 more floors to do, and a background. And the background, I'm thinking about doing this soft watercolor suggestion of trees and a horizon. So we might hit this very different than we normally hit things as well. But look at this. Okay, print size. More than enough. More than enough. There's no way Trollord Games asked us to do this map and a tower at a 1/4 page size and expected for us to come back with this, right? This is like we're just sliding a resume across a table and we know we're acing it. You know what I'm saying? And even if they did a huge print like this, and this is a big print, that still looks freaking boss. That, honestly, that's some pro-level shit right there. I mean, I am really, really happy with this. We are knocking this out of the park. We really are. And I think you can see, for the new people here, you can see that this is a collaborative thing. Wargame Recon joined us towards the beginning of the week. He's been with us every single day since. He said, draw a calf. We did a calf. Alex Vixen says, do a block. We've drawn a freaking block. Green Loonton said, do a cutaway. I never would have done a cutaway. We're doing a cutaway. 90% of this channel is you guys and girls feeding me these ideas, these suggestions. You empower this channel, and I really want to thank you for that, because we never ever would have done a map like this without you out there. So thank you. I really do appreciate you hanging out with me and giving me this great collaborative advice. This looks freaking awesome. I'm really happy with it. It's almost like there's a pro holding the pen. Almost. 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 Alright, so we're going to end the stream here. We've been going for about an hour 40, coming up to that right about now. This is a great stopping point. We've got 2.5 more floors to do. I think we are maybe 2 streams away from finishing this one, and we're going to move on. I love this. I love this so much. We're going to move on from the block. Jesus Christ, every time I look at it, I swear I have a sexual reaction to it. It's like, it's distracting. It's so good. I'm getting goosebumps. It is so freaking good. I want to do more cutaway shit now. You know that? I want to do more cutaway shit. Maybe not this project, but I think we're going to do more cutaway shit. It didn't take that long. And that was me learning how to do it. We're going to have so much fun. Do you realize the journey that we're on together? Do you realize, like, how good things are going to get? Do you realize the things that we're going to draw? The maps that we're going to create? Do you understand just how fucking awesome the future is? I hope you do. Because I'm jazzed for it. I'm really jazzed for it. We are on the pinnacle of a big rise. And you're here to see it happen. You're here empowering it. We are going to create industry rocking shit. Okay? No one fucking draws a Hamlet like that. No one. You make this happen. Okay? We are going to create maps that are going to be like a tsunami in this industry. We're going to do it together. I am so freaking pumped. I am so pumped. Question is, where do we draw next? Do we do a Motte and Bailey? Do we do a fortified military camp? What I want to do is I'm actually going to drop into the city level, I think. The town and the city level. We're going to work on those next. Okay, these sort of scales. Because I think we'll be able to actually... We've got to delete a lot of content from these 2. So it starts off as a smaller town. We'll delete the walls and everything. Then we'll actually show panned out. So I think we're going to work on them a little bit. The Motte and Bailey, I am actually really tempted to draw in this bird's eye view. So I think Alex Fiction, you told me the angle that's called. But I'm really tempted to draw it from an angle. Because the Motte and Bailey with this big huge hill and like the fortification on the top and coming down to like the area below and the whole thing is stockaded off. It's a very distinct shape and structure, you know. So I'm tempted to do that one in this. Alex Fiction, you're there for me every time, girl, and I love you for it. 3/4 view. One day I'll remember that. You see, this is why I'm not the whole pro here, right? I'm the one holding the pen. I'm like 50% of this thing. You guys are the other 50%. You're giving me these ideas. You're telling me what to do. You're telling me the terminology. Together, we almost make a whole person. Now, but joking to one side, we're going to finish this up in the next couple of streams. It is so... I'm feeling so happy with it. I could see us doing more of this type of thing. I really can. I think we're going to have fun with that type of approach. It still comes slow to me, but if you keep on doing it, it gets better and better and better, right? So we're definitely going to do more of that, and then we're going to move on. And I think we'll come down into these areas before we hit the Motte and Bailey and stuff, just because they're actually really close. I think 99% of our effort right now towards the end of this particular project, aside from colouring, is going to be, honestly, on the Motte and Bailey, the 45 military camp, the castle, and the greater castle. If you have ideas, by the way, for the castle and the greater castle, like a real-life castle and a real-life greater castle, and you want to see them on this map, be thinking about it, okay? Bring them up in future streams, bring them up on my social media channels, bring them up in Twitch, bring them up in Twitter, wherever. Just, I'm all over nowadays. let me know. Hit me up with it, and we'll do one of those. You want to see Carnarvon Castle rendered here as the grader? Let's do it. But throw some ideas at me, okay? And we'll take a look at that. So I think that's a good stopping point right there. Oh, what is the bottom right corner? Nothing. This is a series of 12 maps. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In that bottom corner, there's nothing there. Remember, these are actually individual maps that they're going to lay out in the book. So there's nothing here that we're going to do. We might draw some bonus maps. Maybe we'll do some bonus thorps or bonus villages or something. But as a poster, that's also a good place to put our little, like, a key, maybe like a title, you know. So I think that is the type of thing that's going to go in the top left, bottom right, poster-wise. Each panel here, by the way, is going to be properly framed. We're going to hand draw a nice little frame around these bad boys. I wanted to do it really early on, but it's like I'm resisting the temptation, and we'll do it towards the end. We'll create a nice, elegant frame for all of them. And top left, Wargaming Recon, same thing. Nothing's up there. We might add something, but there's nothing there right now. That freaking Brock, man. That Brock is just leaping off the map. Look at it. Look at it. It's like, hello. I'm a cutaway. Hi. Like, you're awesome, cutaway. I want to see more of you. Yeah. Good work. Good work. Everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, someone did mention, it was Wargame Recon, during the stream, that he wants to get a high-resolution version of this. I have had this requested before. Princess Strecker has mentioned this too. It has been requested many times on different maps. One thing to keep in mind is all of my maps, including the Garricon map, the Gaxmore map, all of them, I make available to my Patreon supporters and, coming soon, my Twitch subscribers, okay? You will get these maps digitally, high resolution, as a subscriber, okay? So that is one way you can actually get them. And you can be a subscriber here, or you can be a backer over on Patreon. It doesn't really matter. Not only will you get access to the Discord channel, but you're gonna get access to these maps as well. Plus a whole other bunch of content, which I can't wait to tell you about. Let me give you a sneak peek, okay? I mean this. I haven't told this to anyone. I'm going to draw Rome. I'm going to draw ancient Rome. And I'm going to be doing it for my Patreon supporters. Twitch, you're going to have access. At a certain level, you're going to be able to actually get on a private stream session with me, hang out, and slowly but surely, we are going to draw all of Rome. It is going to be my best work I've ever done. That's the type of thing we're going to do together, okay? So, with that said, I think this is a great point to end the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I mean, honestly, I'm almost emotional. I've had so much fun with you all. I probably will not do much official streaming over the weekend. If you see me pop up, it's completely unofficial. Officially, I am back as per schedule next Monday. Let's see how close we can get to finishing the block right here. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. I love you all very, very much. I'll see you all on the flip side. Everyone have a great evening, okay? Love you.